So, what is the latest update on the Denver Broncos quarterback competition as we wrap up OTAs? The final full practice of Broncos OTAs was today. Tomorrow, they will be holding a small walkthrough, but it won't be anything where they're going to be going through a whole lot of motions. So, it's just going to be a very small, short practice. OTAs has essentially wrapped up. The media was out there for the final time yesterday. Mandatory minicamp kicks off next week, June 11th through June 13th, and then we will not see the Denver Broncos again until July. That's when training camp starts. We don't have the dates for that, but as soon as we do, we will be announcing them here on Broncos Syndicate. But I just wanted to go over how things are going in terms of the quarterback competition. Right now, it seems that the leader in the clubhouse is Jarrett Stidham. Jarrett Stidham has been the most steady quarterback of the Broncos quarterbacks thus far. He has been completing pretty much short, safe, rudimentary throws. He hasn't made too many flashy plays. He's just been safe, steady, and consistent. He's basically looked like Teddy Bridgewater out there. So that may tickle the fancy of some, but I still feel like this is Bo Nix's job to lose. As far as Bo Nix is concerned, he's also looked pretty steady. In most of the media practices, or most of the practices that were open to the media, Bo Nix ran with the ones. He ran with the threes when the media was out there yesterday, and it was understandably his worst practice so far that the media had observed, but there was still a lot of positives to take away. Bo Nix is doing all of the stuff right that you would ask of a young quarterback. He's operating well at the line of scrimmage, identifying the Mike linebacker, handling protections. He's even calling audibles at the line of scrimmage. Bo Nix is doing a really, really good job with stuff like that, and that is why I feel like he is ultimately going to start week one, despite any potential flaws, because he's ready. He's got the pre-snap stuff down. He's got the operational stuff down. Anything else that he needs to learn can only be learned by being on the field and getting those reps with live bullets. The reason why young quarterbacks don't really see the field early is because they don't have a grasp of the operation. They struggle to get the play call out in the huddle. They struggle to set the protection at the line of scrimmage. They struggle with the cadence. They struggle with pre and post snap identification of coverages. Bo Nix is so far handling most of that stuff well, and any kinks that he has with it, I feel like can only be worked through with live reps. Bo Nix has started over 60 games in college. He's 24 years old. There's not much to benefit by sitting Bo Nix. So Jarrett Stidham may be the leader in the clubhouse right now, but I still feel like Bo Nix will be the starter come week one. As far as Zach Wilson is concerned, I know I've been kind of labeled as an early Zach Wilson hater, so I'm just going to tell you what has been going on out there. He has showcased a certain level of struggle with being able to grasp some of the pre and post snap coverage identification. He's scrambling in 7-on-7 drills. He's again just really struggling with some of the basic stuff. He's struggling with cadence. He's struggling with setting protections. Zach Wilson had a really ugly interception out at practice yesterday that media members who were out there say will live in infamy forever. It was off his back foot with a nickel firing right in his face in Jaquan McMillan. He literally lollipopped it up and it landed in PJ Locke's hands. It was a horrible interception, and he's just not doing the little stuff correct so far. There's still plenty of time for him to grow and improve, and I'm keeping an open mind about Zach Wilson because I want him to do well. Ultimately, I want the best quarterback out there for the job, but right now, there is a sizable gap between Jarrett Stidham and Zach Wilson, which is why I feel like it could be fair to sort of limit this down to a two-man race for the starting job between Bo Nix and Jarrett Stidham, just because thus far, Zach Wilson looks like he's a 2-year football rehabilitation project that just needs some time. That's okay. That's not a bad thing. I feel like Zach Wilson has all the talent in the world and can still be a very good quarterback in this league. He just needs time to sit back, learn, and get better. He's a guy who had really just 3 years of turmoil with the New York Jets, and his growth and development was stunted. He's far behind the curve in terms of where Bo Nix is right now, just because he didn't have competent coaching for his first 3 years in the NFL. Zach Wilson needs time to get on the same level as Bo Nix, and That's okay. That's going to take time, and that's why Zach Wilson was brought in here to go through that football rehab. So I think he will ultimately make the roster. He'll be on the 53-man roster, but it's going to be as the emergency third-string quarterback. Right now, I'd say the race for the Denver Broncos starting job is between Jarrett Stidham and Bo Nix. All right, Broncos country, let me know in the comment section below. Do you think it's time to limit this to a two-man race and keep Zach Wilson just relegated to a backup role and take that pressure off of him and maybe allow him to learn, grow, and get better through these practices without having to worry about earning the starting job? Let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts as always. Alright guys, be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are 2 free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. We are trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of June, so I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe if you have yet to do so. Alright guys, and until next time, I'm your host Gage Madrid saying peace out.